What's going on, everybody? My name is Austin. You're back with BurgerFi Gaming, and I was watching the news the other day, and of course you see a bunch of bad shit on the news, but it kind of inspired me to find some of the most outrageous news stories I could find of 2018. So I found a list of the most outrageous news stories this far in 2018. Jesus Christ. I read through them before I started this because I want to know which ones like repeated themselves or something like that, and I found quite a few weird ones. So we're going to find one, and we're just going to start with it. We're going to start today with the pot mice. Oh man, okay. So holy shit, let me get my microphone. Okay. Police blame mice for missing marijuana. Several police officers were fired in Argentina after blaming mice for eating hundreds of pounds of marijuana that was missing from a police warehouse. Experts say mice would not see it as food.
I'm Rachel Martin. Half a ton of marijuana went missing from a police warehouse in Argentina. The pot had been impounded there for a couple of years, but a recent inspection showed that the inventory was off. 8 police officers have since been fired over this. Their explanation? They say the pot was eaten by mice. Forensics experts say mice can tell the difference between pot and food, and they wouldn't have ingested a half a ton of marijuana. And while we're at it, the dog probably didn't eat your homework either. It's Morning Edition.
Just right there is so fucking crazy, yo. Anyway. Alright. Okay. Oh. It's fucking crazy. Alright. Alright. Jesus Christ. One giant leap for man, one small step toward proving the Earth is a quote-unquote frisbee. Mad Mike Hughes achieved the improbable, launching himself over 1,800 feet in his homemade rocket and surviving. It is all part of his quest to determine for himself whether the Earth is flat or round. Holy shit. Oh, Jesus. Oh, my God. March 23rd, 2018. Astronaut Andrew Feustel has been to space 3 times. He says he has a mild fear of heights, but he can push through it. He's okay after reaching hundreds of miles above the Earth.
Good morning, I'm Noelle King. We all have parts of our jobs that we don't especially enjoy. Andrew Feustel is an astronaut. He's been to space 3 times. Impressive, right? But Feustel recently confessed that there's one part of blasting off into space that he does not like.
I actually have a mild fear of heights.
Feustel has learned to push through it. He says his fear goes away completely once he hits 250 miles above the Earth. It's Morning Edition.
Oh my gosh. See, I have a fear of heights anyway. Not like heights, I like being up high, but like I have a fear of falling from heights, which I think is what people mean when they say they have a fear of heights. But, like, being that high especially, like, kill me. Oh, Jesus Christ. Romanian man isn't dead, but court says he is. A Romanian man had lived in Turkey for many years, cutting off communication with his wife. She had declared him dead. A court refused to overturn the death certificate despite him being there.
Good morning, I'm Steve Inskeep. They say there's nothing sure but death and taxes. Maybe just taxes. In Romania, a dead man may drive again. A court restored his driver's license after he challenged his traffic fine, even though he died before the ruling. Then there's the Romanian whose wife declared him dead. He went to court to have his death certificate ruled invalid, but the court said no. He was late in filing, and after all, it said dead right there on the paper. You're listening to Morning Edition.
Can you imagine, like, not talking to your wife for 15 years, and then she calling you dead, and then you show up, and they say, no, you're just dead. You're dead. How does that even happen? Like, how do you turn up dead? How do you go dead, quote unquote dead, and then like you show up and like, no, just stay dead. Austrian man fined for calling police Smurfs. A man in Austria called police Smurfs in a Facebook post. Authorities reportedly fined him an equivalent of almost $200 after a police officer filed a complaint.
Good morning, I'm Rachel Martin. You remember Smurfs, the little blue creatures who lived in the forest and inexplicably had only one female in their tribe? They were fairly lovable creatures, but police in Austria don't think so. A man in Tyrol province referenced a couple of cops as Smurfs on a Facebook group. A police officer who saw the posting filed a complaint, and the man was fined nearly $200 for violating public decency. Imagine how much more he'd have to pay if he called them Gargamel. It's Morning Edition.
All I gotta say is the policeman who filed that report should not come to America, because cops get called a lot worse over here. Get a vasectomy to get off work to watch basketball. I don't like basketball, so I'm not going to do this. But March Madness. Wait, no, it's March Madness, but college basketball games are inconveniently scheduled during work. Many urologists say they see a spike in vasectomy procedures in March.
Good morning, I'm David Green. It's that time of year, March Madness, when college basketball games are inconveniently scheduled during work. I mean, you might sneak in some discreet TV viewing at the office, or you could just schedule a vasectomy. It turns out many urologists see a spike in that procedure in March. Some clinics even advertise that it's the perfect time. You simply need to recover on the couch, doctor's orders. But it's not so painful that you can't watch the TV with a little beer. It's Morning Edition.
Again, I don't like basketball that much, so the chances of me doing this just to watch basketball is fucking insane. Maybe during the playoffs of NFL. Maybe. After I've had a couple kids, which I don't have any right now, so. Oh, shit. A bear can be confused with a dog, apparently. A man in China found a puppy which he brought home as a pet. But the puppy wasn't a dog, it was an Asian black bear. He only discovered it when it grew. The bear got turned over to animal welfare.
Good morning, I'm Rachel Martin. A man in China's Yunnan province was collecting wild mushrooms in the mountains near his home in 2015 when he found a little puppy which he brought home as a pet. The little guy grew and grew, and only then did the man realize that puppy was a bear, an Asian black bear, which is a protected species in China. A neighbor recently tipped off authorities and the bear has been turned over to animal welfare. The man wasn't fined because the puppy turned 176-pound bear was in good health. It's Morning Edition.
That's all that really matters, in my opinion anyway. I mean, if you're gonna find something like that in the wild, I mean, I don't understand how you mistake it for a puppy anyway, because let's see here. Yeah, that's a picture of a baby Asian bear. Kinda, sort of. There's no way in hell that's gonna. I wonder if you can see if I back it up. No, it's still really bad. But there's no way in hell that's gonna be a puppy. But if you're gonna be stupid and mistake it for a puppy, and you find it in good health, let the guy keep it. It's in good health as long as he's not like abusing it or anything. That's the big thing that matters to most people. I mean, as long as it's being taken care of. But with that being said, that is some of the most outrageous stories I have found so far in 2018. I think those are mostly March and April so far, and it's not even that deep into April. It's just now like April 14th. So people of the world, get your shit together. But with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and edit this episode. I got a couple other episodes I want to record today of different things. So, as always, like the video, please like, subscribe. If you have suggestions, gameplay tips, comments, put in the comment section below, and I'll see you all in the next episode.